Fort Bend County has a wealth of buildings a century old, coupled with a desire to refresh and renovate for business rather than just tear down and build anew. That is especially refreshing when the desire is to return one of these great old buildings to their former purpose, as is the case with the Queen Theater.
The Queen Theater is Fort Bend County's most exciting new up-and-coming theater. We actually started about 2 years ago, and we have been doing camps in the summer. Our education program is booming. We have been teaching children musical theater basics, audition basics, trying to get them comfortable on stage and comfortable in front of the public. We had our very first production last month, Treasure Island, adapted and directed by myself, and we performed at the Sugarland Auditorium. We call ourselves a little bit of a gypsy theater right now. We have our permanent hope to be one day home here on Morton Street, which needs the renovations, but right now we're gypsying around and performing in whatever spaces we can find.
This building is actually a huge part of the history here in Richmond. It was built back in the I would say late 1800s, early 1900s. It's been estimated around 1890, and it was originally known as the Queen Theater, which is where we came up with the name Queen Theater. Ideally, one day we would go by our full name, the Historic Queen Theater, once we can renovate the building. What's going to be involved is a lot of money. The process itself will not be, but at most, a 6-month process of turning it back into a theater. The main problem with any startup company is the funds that are required to make it happen. We have had the building inspected and have actually had a quote made to have the renovation done. And the building is very sound. So the actual renovation will just be cleaning it up, bringing it up to code, making it ADA compliant, all those fun things that were not required a long time ago. So right now, we're looking at getting our capital campaign off the ground to raise the funds that are needed to bring this theater back to life here in Richmond. I think just our passion for teaching and sharing the love of theater with kids and with adults alike is really what brought us to this. I directed several shows that she had done over at Fort Bend Theater, which is a great theater group in Fort Bend County as well. And we just kind of decided that we wanted to do this a little bit bigger. We wanted to do it ourselves and really have a more hands-on experience of bringing it to this area on the other side of Fort Bend County, because Fort Bend County is huge and Richmond alone has 70,000 people. So we just knew the demand is there and that people want their kids in it. It grows, gives them confidence, putting them on stage, just watching the kids grow. Each week at musical theater camp this summer was just, it was just so wonderful seeing kids who'd come in on Monday who would be so scared and timid and then open up, and on Friday they're just singing their hearts out and performing. Oh, it's so wonderful. I didn't have that as a kid growing up, so being able to give that to the kids in this area is really what drives it home for me. I mean, I think it's a passion. And then being able to perform as well and giving that to the community, the professional quality theater. Because you don't have to go downtown to see a show. It can be right here in your own neighborhood, and you can bring your kids, and exposing children to live theater I think is so important, because with today's day and age, it's kind of, I feel like it's phasing out. Video games and the big movies are just kind of taking over, and being able to make sure that it stays in this area is very important for me, anyways.
And it's fun.
And it's fun.
For more information about the Queen Theater, their ongoing renovation efforts, and ticket information, go online to queentheater.org or by calling 832-539-1109. For Artbeat, this is Randall Williams.